Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello, friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio Prayer for Peace in this first Friday of the new year. We are happy to be here with you once more time for the very first time in this new year. Today in the Latin American world, it is a special celebration. It is called the Three Wise Men or the Three Wise Kings. Although we don't know how the tradition came out, we are still celebrating Christmas, and that's why we have this background. Let us start with our initial prayer, all right? Master Jesus, we call upon your name on this day of the week when we might be tired for the activities from the entire week and we are planning our weekend. We stop and breathe and feel your loving embrace, a kind friend, a shoulder, a hand for our sorrows, for our sadness. And we are so very grateful for your presence here with us today. We ask you, dear Master Jesus, to be with us in these moments of reflection, to inspire us and to protect us. And may this moment of prayer reach out not only the ones who are here present in the physical plane, also in the spiritual plane, and the ones that may be watching this prayer in the future. In your name we pray, and so be it. All right, so we continue with the book Christian Agenda, and we are going to see chapter 35. And chapter 35, Andre Luiz, who is the spirit author, through the mediumship of Francisco Chico Xavier. In this chapter, Andre Luiz is giving us a tip or an advice of learning with nature. Joanna de Angelis also says that it is important for us from time to time to enter in contact with Mother Nature. It helps to clear our thoughts, our lungs, but also it helps us to observe how it works, how the creation works. And as we are part of this planet, we are all under the same natural laws. So let's see today with a scientific eye, philosophical eye, whatever lens we want to use, and let us learn with nature and from nature. The sun shines from on high in order to help everyone. The stars group themselves in order. The sky has its timetable for hours of light and darkness. Although it continues to be linked to the soil, the vegetable abandons the dark hole in search of light so it may produce. We're going to stop a few seconds just to meditate. The bud that survived the storm yielded to its passage Nevertheless, it continued to maintain its appropriate place. The rock guarantees the life of the valley by resigning itself to solitude. The river teaches its objectives because it has learned to flow around the obstacles. And we believe Andre Luiz and Joanna, they're good friends because Joanna de Angelis also say in the book Happy Life, we don't recall the chapter, that when we encounter an obstacle, let us go around and continue. It's obviously a metaphor, but the river is helping us to reflect how we can overcome obstacles that most of the time are in our mind. Obviously, there are external circumstances that we are all living and they're out of our hands or control, but at least the obstacles that we create ourselves in our mind, like I am not enough, I don't know, I'm too young, I'm too old. What if those obstacles, we need to silence that voice over there, like the little dictator saying, you can, don't do it, etc. And go around and say, okay, I'm going to try this differently. I'm going to approach this different. I'm going to do something different in this relationship. Probably I'm not communicating as well as I'm thinking. So the bridge serves the public without making exceptions by asserting itself against extremism. We love that affirmation. Extremism is dangerous. Even in the spiritual arena, extremism won't let us open up for new ideas, to listen to others, or to respect, tolerate others. The vase is useful to the potter after enduring the heat of the kiln. The gem shines after submitting to the files of the stone cutter. The canal is able to fulfill its finalities because it does not lose access to the reservoir, and the harvest always yields in accordance with the purpose of the sower. We are in control of ourselves, our thoughts, actions, words. That's why our harvest will be in accordance with our goals in life. And we're still in the week of, making new resolutions, reflecting about past resolutions. And if we didn't fulfill them, we want to create a plan to fulfill them. But it depends on us. Albita, para the pandemic, how I'm going to manage that. That's a circumstances out of my reach. Well, so we need to navigate that obstacle, by preventing, by being contaminated or contaminate other people, wearing masks, immunizations, etc. That's the little round that we do. And we will harvest the fruits of our spirit. So let us contemplate nature. We haven't received snow yet here in Maryland, but we will eventually. And winter in nature is a moment to reflect, to discern, everything seems to come slowing down. Even the sun hours are shorter, and it helps us to see inside ourselves. So let us take advantage of these few minutes of prayer and reflection. And if you are nearby a window, or if you have a backyard, or there is a park in your neighborhood, let us go there and enter in contact with Mother Nature for a few minutes. And this window is an invitation that we sometimes we can be out there, that the person and the dog, but we can also enjoy. Sometimes we have limitations, right? Sometimes we are ill, etc. But we can enjoy nature, even in the city. hmm? Even in the city, there is still traces of the creation. So let us do our prayer in these teachings from Mother Nature. All right? Hello, everyone. I see a comment here. Kind, just, and serene Father, Mother God, how grateful we are. We endured the first week of the year, or we enjoyed the first week of the year, and we are so very grateful for our life, that we are still connected cell by cell to this wondrous machine that is the physical body. And so, as St. Francis of Assisi said, the physical body is the donkey that carries one's soul, and we are grateful for it. We are grateful for the opportunities that you gave us during this week and the ones that are awaiting for us next week. We are grateful for the pain or the illness or the sorrows or tribulations that we make experience, because those are moments to stop and discern and understand that there is a lesson that we need to learn. So we are thankful also, because no matter the circumstances, no matter if it's a good day, a bad day, a joyful day, a frustrated day, it won't alter your love for us. You have been loving us since our very first beginning, and you will continue loving us in our journey towards happiness and perfection. Oh dear God, we raise up our thoughts because we also want to ask you for peace in our world, peace in this planet of trials and expiation. Help us all to be charitable, to exercise tolerance, indulgence, respect, understanding. Help us to overcome the limitations of our very own mind, judging people by the way they look, judging people if they are wealthy or poor, by judging people if they are academically educated or uneducated. Help us to overcome all these lenses of bias. First, in us. So therefore, we will be more open to the differences, to the changes, and then we will have a broader vision of our world. So we pray for peace, our inner peace, and for the peace of all our brothers and sisters across the planet in both realms. Beloved Father, Mother God, we pray also for those that are in greater need than us, that they don't have access to this opportunity of praying together, that they don't know even how to pray. We elevate this prayer for them. Those who are suffering in the darkness of mental illnesses, emotional instability, we pray for them. We pray for all the children and youth that nowadays are suffering from depression, anxiety, bulimia, and so many other illnesses of the mind. We pray for them so they can find peace and solace, and they can have the enjoyment of being a child or being an adolescent. We pray for the elders, especially the ones that have been abandoned by their very own children. We pray for the elderly people that are laying down in beds without anybody to take care of them just for a few hours. For the ones who are in need of medicines and they don't have access to health insurance, or they don't have the financial resources to get the medical treatment that they need, we pray for them because it must be very difficult to have a tired body and trying to take care of it in loneliness and isolation. Oh God, be you their doctor, their therapist, the friend that embraced them with a warm smile, with a warm heart. We pray for our planet in general, especially for the areas where we humans have been contaminated. So we pray for those non-profit organizations, people, teams, government organizations whose main purpose is to clean the trash that we created. We pray for them so they are able to fulfill the mission, as well for us to be more aware and more conscious about how can we take care of our ecosystem, our environment, our planet. Father, Mother, God, thank you for these moments of prayer among friends. Please be with us tonight, during the weekend, during the week, until we come back here next Friday. And so be it. Friends, we hope everybody's feeling well. Please enjoy your weekend. Even if you have to work, we can enjoy working. Work is always good. And we are going to work all together because sometimes we need to clean the house and do dishes and take kids to sports. All of that is work. So we wish you a very fruitful weekend, okay? And see you next Friday. Bye.